Hello everyone and welcome to Neptune's Child Tarot. This is Monique and many of you know me from my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for being here on this channel. Those of you that have come over from that channel to subscribe to this one, thank you guys so much. And to those of you that are new, I do focus primarily for this channel on readings that are focused more so on the self, your own self-healing, growth, development, karmic type of cycles, healing, family situations, whatever is helping you along your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. We're diving into all of those subjects here on this channel. And for those of you that are needing a little bit of help in the love department, my Moon Moth Goddess channel is dedicated primarily to love-focused readings for that one. So you want to check that one out too. And I will always have the links in the description box for you guys for that, okay? So today's reading is, what are your karmic lessons? Okay, an important reading today. And this is one that was subscriber requested. I did request that you guys drop your ideas down for videos that you wanted to see, ideas that you had. And this is one that was suggested by a subscriber. From those comments. So what are your karmic lessons, as we're going to find out today. And karmic lessons are really for those of you that do believe in past lives, karma. And karmic lessons are really ones that our soul has not been able to master, learn in previous lifetimes. And so we might find that we find ourselves in situations, cycles that are happening repeatedly, you know, over and over again. And these lessons are going to keep showing up in our life until we figure out what they are, how to move past them, how to break past those cycles. Now, ones can be, you know, of course, generational, ancestral cycles, or even ones that you may have had to really kind of encounter on your own through your own lifetime. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly okay. You might have lots of stuff that you're needing to focus on learning. So that's perfectly okay. Okay. So what are your karmic lessons? Pile number one, you are going to be this card here, which says Path Awareness, card number 30. For what are your karmic lessons? Pile number two, you are going to be this card here that says The Unknown, with card number 41. And then pile number three, you are going to be card number 34, which says True Worth on it. Okay, so go with one that you feel is calling to you the most. If you're feeling like your energy is a little bit off right now, then you may need to kind of just relax, put the video on pause, take a deep breath, close your eyes, right? Allow yourself to relax. And then open your eyes and see kind of where your eyes are kind of guiding you, leading you, gut feelings that you feel about a specific image, something that is really calling to you. Okay, so what are your karmic lessons? Pile one, pile two, pile three. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile one. So for those of you that resonated with the card number 30, Path Awareness, this is going to be your reading today. What are your karmic lessons? Okay, this card says, if I sincerely ask, I am always guided back to the right path for me and to my central purpose. Okay, so I also want to kind of go over the message that is in the guidebook for that, just to kind of add something additional. This is from the Soulful Woman Oracle deck. So that is card number 30. Okay. So let's see, central purpose. And it says, each time I return to my path, I return with knowledge and wisdom gained from exploring the shadow side of my journey. Okay. So for some of you, it can even be focusing on clearing certain energies or shadow aspects of yourself. Okay. These are things that we try to hide from other people. These are sometimes some not so good parts of our being, our personality, that we, like I said, try to hide from people. And sometimes that shadow is something that sneaks out every once in a while, right? We try to keep it under control. And it says, my side journeys Detours and setbacks give me a broader perspective and useful information. Each time I return true to my course, I am that much clearer and stronger, that much more ready to live peacefully with myself and my chosen life path. Each time I return, I am more sure that this is the right way for me, that I am on track. This knowledge reassures me. Sometimes I can only know what I know by experiencing the contrast of other paths or by falling off of my path for a while. I'm excited about my journey ahead. Okay? So I feel like the key points in here, you know, they're of course talking about your path, whatever that looks like for you. And there may be certain things, right, that come up on your path, right? Wisdom gained from exploring the shadow side of your journey, which is the not so good parts, right? The parts of your journey that, you know, that have been rather challenging, very difficult for you. The things that are not so much fun to deal with, right? Certain, you know, maybe somebody who falls into depression or has an issue with anxiety or, you know, self-worth, self-confidence issues, those being kind of like the shadow aspects of your journey that can kind of throw you off of your path. And your purpose here, I feel like in a way, with clearing certain karma is that maybe in the past, your past lives, that there were certain shadow aspects of yourself that did take you off of your path, right? And you weren't able to keep yourself in alignment with what your soul's purpose was on Earth or wherever you were, whatever planetary system you might have been on, for those of you that, you know, believe in you being a starseed and things like that, that you weren't able to kind of stay on your path, right? So this is understanding that your karma that you're clearing, your lessons that you're learning, are that even though there might be those shadow aspects that might kind of pull you off of that path, that you can really kind of bring yourself back to center, grounded energy, and continue to kind of like forge ahead with what your path is. Okay? So path awareness may also be finding out what your path is, right? Finding out what your purpose is. That even though there could be certain things that, you know, other karmic lessons that you go through along your path, that those ones aren't ones that kind of completely throw you off of what your mission is, let's just say, here on Earth at that time. Okay? Following your North Node. Okay? So let's get into your tarot pile 1 and see. So pile number 1, what are your karmic lessons? This should be an interesting reading. Interesting reading. So let's see, pile 1. What are your karmic lessons? What are pile 1's karmic lessons? Okay, so we do have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the, look at that, High Priestess. I love it already. Many lifetimes, pile 1. Many lifetimes. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. Let's actually get one more up here. What are pile 1's karmic lessons? Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see what else. What are your karmic lessons? 8 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Magician. I feel like you guys are, there's definitely many lifetimes here. I will say that. Many lifetimes. Okay? That you may have been kind of stuck in this same cycle. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune to talk about karma, fate, destiny. And I'm looking at this High Priestess here, how she's kind of like holding this key. Right? This key of knowledge, wisdom that you guys hold. And I feel like a lot of this is about remembering who you are with that High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess is the holder, the keeper, the secret keeper of knowledge, wisdom, spiritual knowledge. And this is something that has been acquired over many, many lifetimes. Okay, so let's see what else. What are your karmic lessons? 9 of Swords. I'm going to take this in reverse. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Interesting. And Temperance at the bottom. Okay. Now, Temperance, I feel like as the overall energy here with your karmic lesson, this is a lesson in patience. Okay. This is a huge lesson with patience. Some of you, I'm seeing this is as strong Sagittarius energy. Okay. We also have Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces. Okay, energy that I'm also seeing here as well. It doesn't have to be, but these are like the strongest energies that are kind of coming through. So Temperance, it is about patience. It's about healing. It's about the process of alchemy, manifestation. Okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune, this can be cycles. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with your abundance too. Clearing cycles of maybe the mishandling, or it almost makes me feel like mishandling with money, finances, abundance. I'm looking at how this Wheel of Fortune here, how on one side we have one woman who looks like she has no money, like nothing, right? She's in some rags here. Everything on this side of the card is all gray. And then on the other side of this Wheel of Fortune is a woman who is dressed beautifully, right? She's got on some beautiful clothes and she looks very abundant. Okay, so we are going to clarify these energies because I want to find out, more details as far as this. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is talking about a cycle, right? Fate, destiny, karma, karmic cycles that we're stuck in. Okay, and I am seeing the influence of abundance here, opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles and also your King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So of course these karmic lessons are going to be different for all of you. So only take what resonates. I'm just going to let you guys know kind of what I'm seeing here. And I feel like a lot of it is you being able to find your power too, because we have the High Priestess and we also have the Magician. Okay. The Magician is about being able to recognize our power within ourselves to be able to bring ideas, inspiration, anything that we are truly wanting to manifest into our life into the physical. Okay? This almost makes me feel, looking at this Wheel of Fortune card here, that either you guys have had past lives in which I almost feel like having difficulty with allowing the flow of abundance in for you. Like I said, for some of you, it could have been the mishandling of your power, of your gifts, of the gift of manifestation. For some of you, it could have been living past lives where you've had to struggle or challenge with poverty, right? Or even being someone who had manifestation but was someone where greed or even misuse of power is also another thing that I'm seeing here. And maybe not giving, right? Somebody who's kind of keeping things for yourself, not sharing, not being sharing with others. Okay? Because we're seeing, like I said, we're seeing here one woman who's kind of like down on her luck, poverty. It could even be poverty conscious type of mindset, right? Lack mentality. They could have also, that's just kind of what I'm getting from this intuitively without clarifying it. I'm just noticing how there's this difference in energy here in this card. So this can be healing here with Temperance. And I'm also noticing that you do have the Nine of Swords energy here too, that's in reverse. The Nine of Swords is about anxiety. It's about fears. It's about worrying. And there is a need for you in this lifetime to be able to clear those fears, anxieties, worries that you have. I feel like about opportunities that are available to you, right? It's also about you committing yourself, dedicating yourself to your passions, putting forth the commitment, the dedication, the organization, the discipline, the structure, the commitment to what your goals are, to keep yourself open to opportunities that are there, and putting forth, taking action here with the Eight of Wands, okay? A lot of that I feel like has to do with abundance, manifestation, your power, remembering who you are, trusting your intuition when it comes to opportunities I feel like that are available to you, okay? What else am I seeing here? Yeah, I feel like the Knight of Cups, of course, some of you can also be having some situations in which you're healing from certain romantic relationship type of situations, maybe certain things that you did not trust your intuition with. Okay, so like I said, we are going to look at clarifying these energies. But yeah, I feel like this is a lot of healing. Also, like I said, learning to be patient is a big message with temperance. Creating balance, creating harmony, okay? Doing things within moderation, okay? Because it can even be like in past lives with the King of Pentacles that you could have had this status, right? This is kind of like rags to riches or riches to rags. You could have had this abundance here with the King of Pentacles, you know, and been able to kind of achieve that in a past life, but then kind of like the mishandling it, right? There's no value of money. There's no value of abundance, right? Some of you, I'm just going to say, because the King of Pentacles can also be about cheating and stealing, right? When it comes to finances. So you could have also been someone who took advantage, right, of other people. Really, it depends on your past life. If you were like naughty in your past life, if you were that type of person. But like I said, I'm just kind of noticing here how we have one person who looks like she's very rich, and the other side of the wheel here is a woman who looks like she's in despair. She's, you know, she's got no money. She's got no shoes on. She looks like she's really upset. She's really sad. Okay, so this can definitely be maybe greed or something like that. So what I want to do is I want to clarify some of this energy here and see what we have. I may kind of put this over here for a second. Where's my other deck? Here it is. Okay. So I'm curious to see what this Wheel of Fortune is first. Right? Misuse of power is definitely something I'm seeing here with the Magician, because this is some powerful energy here. The Magician, the High Priestess. Okay. All right. So why is this Wheel of Fortune energy here? For pile ones, karmic lessons. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Nine of Cups. Okay. So the Nine of Cups is about self. It is about personal happiness, satisfaction, right? The Nine of Cups, if you look at this guy, he's sitting down here in this chair and he's got all of these cups that are his, right? He looks super proud. But this can sometimes be an energy here of someone who is only caring about themselves, right? Maybe there was being selfish, not sharing, right? With that King of Pentacles, right? This woman is like, wow, look at my life. My life is amazing. My life is beautiful, even though this woman is standing right in front of her, right? So there can definitely be some type of cycle that you notice happening surrounding abundance, blocks to abundance, okay? Is kind of what I'm seeing here. Putting in the hard work, the effort, the focus. Okay, let's see what else here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? For pile ones, karmic lessons. Okay, Seven of Cups. Okay, which can be illusion. It can be delusion. It could be clouded judgment. Getting attracted by things that are bright and shiny, that are kind of throwing us off. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? And then we also have the King of Cups. Okay. I'm feeling like some type of emotions, feelings, intuition. Almost like this was blocking intuition, right? Because you're very intuitive energy here with the High Priestess, the Magician. And this almost makes me feel like with this King of Cups energy here, if there wasn't choices or decisions that were made, almost like keeping blocked with this. Let's see a little bit more. This one's a little bit, I feel like a little bit puzzling. Why is the High Priestess here? Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Queen of Swords is mostly logic. Okay, logic. Versus the High Priestess, which is very intuitive. So I almost feel like this is also learning to trust your intuition. Almost like you've had a cycle here, a karmic cycle in which you had these strong psychic abilities or, you know, your intuitive abilities. And it almost makes me feel like if these gifts were blocked out, or this cycle of, it almost makes me feel like materialism, getting blocked by things that are, yeah, materialistic, getting caught up in materialism versus this spiritual power and energy. And your Temperance is a very spiritual card. Okay? Very spiritual energy. And so it makes me feel like if you were someone who had these psychic abilities, psychic powers, someone who instead of trusting intuition, you were someone who, I don't feel like with the Queen of Swords, this is talking about truth. It's about honesty. It's about making the right, you know, making the right decisions with the Queen of Swords, because she's like literally Lady Justice. Fair, being fair, treating others fairly, right? So you can even find yourself in situations because of karma, right? Where if you did not treat other people, like if you treated other people in a way, like no compassion, right? Because, yeah, to me, it's like this, you know, this is a self-focused, the Nine of Cups is a self-focused energy, right? About your personal happiness, your personal satisfaction, what makes you happy. Not really worried about what other people are going through or what they're feeling, you know? And the King of Cups is a very compassionate energy. It's very gentle, very kind, very sweet, which could be the very opposite of the way that you may have acted in a previous lifetime, right? Having no care or no compassion for others. And it could even be that you find yourself in a situation in which you are presented with situations within this life in which maybe other people are treating you in that same way, right? If you were that person, let's just say in your previous lifetime, that treated others without compassion, and you were only focused on what your desires are, your needs were, your needs being met, versus being able to remain more objective about it and really kind of use your intuition, I feel like, in some way. So let's see. Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Star, okay, which is about healing. It's about restoring hope, faith. Okay, very restorative. Also very spiritual energy with the Star. So I'm definitely feeling like there's a lot of healing. And I feel like a lot of that healing is with money, your relationship with money, your relationship with abundance, right? With this having the Ace of Cups here. And the Star card and the Nine of Cups are both about wishes, right? They can both be about wishes and finding fulfillment and happiness within life and not keeping ourselves stuck. So believing in yourself and in your power, right? That you too have the ability to manifest whatever it is. If it's love, if it's money, if it's abundance, right? And being that you hold this power here as the Magician to manifest anything. The Magician is about co-creation, and so is Temperance. We are co-creating with the universe, right? So let's just say you were that person in past lives that is in that poverty conscious type of mindset, right? And you don't believe that you have the ability and the power within yourself, if only, right? If only you could clear your mind, right? And really focus on the passion, the drive, the dedication, the commitment to bringing in this abundance, right? Or serious even commitment, because for some of you, it can even be about manifesting love, right? And it could be that you needed to believe in yourself, right? Continue to keep this mindset with the star energy here, which is about hope. It's about truth. It's about faith, belief in yourself, in your power here. Because the Magician is about you recognizing that you have all the tools within yourself in order to manifest. And I feel like a lot of this is your karmic lesson here, is to heal your relationship with abundance, with prosperity, right? And we can feel abundant with friendships. We can feel abundant with literally money, right? Health, friends, love. And to me, it could have been that you kind of kept yourself stuck in a cycle of confusion, delusion, illusion, right? Of what your capabilities are, right? And like maybe giving up on finding the love that you truly desire, or giving up on, the abundance that you were meant to have within the lifetime, right? So I'm definitely seeing that as blocks there to abundance here, and getting in your own head. The Nine of Swords can definitely be about overanalyzing things, overthinking things, maybe even some self-limiting beliefs that were blocking you. So it's like your lesson here is to really kind of clear your head, clear your mind of the fears, of the worries, of the anxiety, and just kind of open yourself up to honoring your intuition, focusing on healing, right? Because it is possible for you to find abundance, to find happiness, to have wishes be fulfilled that you do have for whatever these manifestations are. Okay, so let's see why this Ace of Pentacles energy is here. We have the Page of Swords, right? The Page of Swords is like a student. This is about taking in information, learning, studying. It's about knowledge. What else are we seeing here? Why is the Magician here? And then we have the Knight of Cups again. So many of you manifesting opportunities, manifesting love. Okay, manifesting love here. Let's see. Let's get one more for the High Priestess. The Nine of Wands. Okay. The Nine of Wands is a very tired, drained, exhausted energy, right? We feel like we've gone through so much. We want to give up. But the Nine of Wands is about resilience. It's basically Spirit saying, don't give up, don't quit, right? Sometimes it is just about us putting in dedicated effort to these things that we want within our life and learning to be patient. Look at that, Temperance again. Okay. Temperance again. You've got it here twice. And look at that, Eight of Swords at the bottom. Okay, negative thinking, negative thoughts, self-limiting beliefs that are blocking you from finding temperance, balance, patience, alchemy, manifestation, doing things within moderation, especially if you were someone, let's just say in a past life, who had it, lost it, right? Overspending, greed, not having value for money, right? So that can be a huge lesson for you. A huge karmic lesson is how to commit yourself to your goals, to align yourself with them, right? To let go of any negative thoughts or thinking that are blocking you from your ability to manifest opportunities here. Okay? So let's look at this Temperance card here. Why is Temperance here? Look at that. Look at that. The Devil. Okay? So your main karmic lesson here, because the Temperance is your overall energy, okay? With all these little things that are here too. But Temperance being the main energy. And the Devil. What other major arcana do we have here? The Star, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the Magician, okay? So these are the main things, okay? Major arcana cards are the major life focal points, I would say, that you're meant to learn here. Your karmic lesson, right? The Star with healing, the High Priestess with knowledge and wisdom that we've learned. It's like Spirit's saying, you've already done this, right? You've already done this how many times already, right? When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? And we've got, again, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, okay? So the Devil energy is kind of like the opposite of Temperance. The Devil is when we overindulge. It's materialism, it's greed, it's temptation, it's, overindulgence, right? Toxic or karmic type of situations. With Temperance, we're the opposite of the Devil. We are learning to do things in moderation, right? So let's just say if there's a focus here, especially with that King of Pentacles with abundance, right? Committing yourself to certain things, relationship, a job, career, things of that nature. The Devil energy creates illusions in our mind, and that's what keeps us stuck. We doubt ourselves. You are the intuitive energy here of the High Priestess, right? You doubting yourself. You not trusting your intuition. Okay, that's one of the things that I'm seeing here. The Devil energy, temptation, addictions, obsessions, unhealthy patterns of behavior. Temperance is where we temper those types of energies within ourselves. The Devil energy can also be the strong desire for material things, right? The Devil is the ego. Okay? So this can also be, as a karmic lesson here, dropping your ego, letting go of the ego, right? We have many of them, depending on what it is that is our focus at that point in our life, right? We create a separate ego for different people that we have in our life, right? Different friends, how we act and how the face that we put on towards this friend, towards that family member, towards that romantic partner, right? We got a bunch of them. It's about us learning how to, and especially with this coming in here, the shadow, right? That's the shadow right there. That is your shadow self, the Devil. Okay? So it's learning how to temper whatever those things are. If it's that you're an obsessive person, if it's that you're someone who likes to overeat or undereat, not take care of yourself healthy way. If you're someone who has an obsession with money, right? Greed, power, okay? Especially, like I said, with the misuse of power here with the Magician, okay? Were you someone in a past life who maybe had a powerful, strong energy and you misused that in some way? Right? Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm getting here with the Devil, with maybe greed, right? Especially, like I said here, where you could have been so focused on the self. The Nine of Cups is all about self. Self-fulfillment, self-satisfaction, which can be a bad thing when it's coupled with this Devil energy, right? Because then it could be like we're being selfish. We don't care about other people. We don't care about, all we care about is their self, because we're in our ego. So Temperance is where you are telling the ego, all of them, to take the back seat, right? To healing your relationship with toxic, let's just say toxic relationships, toxic love, because the Devil can create illusions for us, right? Illusions of love, illusions of fame, fortune, materialism, the ego, right? And this can also be something, of course, that affects our ability to learn to trust, right? Our own self, our own intuition. So temperance is a huge thing for you, pile number one, is learning to be patient, is learning to kind of keep and do things within moderation, in balance within your life, right? Not overly consuming yourself with feeling, okay, I have psychic abilities and I'm the most powerful, and, you know, kind of misusing it in that way. Or even if you have power and control in terms of money and you're someone who's very well established, that you don't allow it to go to that level of greed, right? Where you become so focused and consumed with just money, 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 and everything that is material, right? Or even when it comes to love. This is tempering also if you're an obsessive person, if you're someone who's very codependent, right? When it comes to love and relationships. So temperance is just like temperance over your whole life, right? Everything that you've got going on in your life, the money, the abundance, the love, the opportunities, the intuition, the, you know, everything. You're the student here with the Page of Swords. You're learning all of this, right? The Knight of Pentacles is a slow and steady approach. It's us kind of taking one step at a time in our life and planning, focusing. What are our goals, right? What are our goals in life? What is it that we truly want? What is it that we desire? But even though what the Devil energy brings in, you know, that energy of desire, which can be good sometimes, especially when we desire to, let's just say be successful with our career, right? Sometimes the Devil energy is useful for us, right? But without the ego, without the need for acting out in a certain way where we do misuse our power, right? So yes, temperance here twice. That is your situation here, is how to kind of temper this energy of the Devil. Moderation, balance, harmony. And because temperance is also that balance of the shadow and the light, the yin and the yang, however you want to look at it, the Devil is our shadow. Okay? So you are learning how to heal also the shadow aspects, right? Those negative aspects of yourself. And that's what this card is talking about, right? Your path awareness. For some of you, yes, you're super psychic, right? It could be that you are maybe someone who's meant to be something in this lifetime that is, maybe you're a natural gifted healer. Maybe that is your path. Maybe you're meant to use your psychic abilities in this lifetime, right? But this is going to be a need for you to not allow those things that are associated with the egos, all of them, like I said, that we have, and not allow yourself to get thrown off by that shadow, right? Or even certain toxic or romantic partners that you could have that come along your path to throw you off of what your path is, which is temperance, healing, balance, moderation, patience, right? With yourself, with your own healing, with your own path, with your own awareness, your own learning. Here, lots of healing with the Star, okay? It's facing the shadow, healing it, tempering it so that we're not allowing the shadow aspect of ourselves to overtake our whole life, right? That's when we know that we're kind of out of balance, when we let our shadow to lead, right? In the same way that we can't be all love and light and perfect, right? It's not possible, right? I mean, if it is, but to me, that's like the whole toxic positivity thing where everything's amazing, everything's great. We all have challenges. We all have struggles. We all have a shadow, right? It is very much a part of us, but it is part of us learning to kind of control that energy, right? What is the shadow teaching us, right? For some of you, can maybe be beneficial that you notice that you are constantly finding yourself in situations with family members, with friends, with romantic partners, where they are reflecting back your shadow in order for you to heal it, right? Certain things about yourself that you might notice and say, okay, hey, this person's triggering this part of me. There's a reason for that, right? It's to heal this shadow, to heal the ego, okay? So let's move on. Let's get some other oracle messages here. Pile 1, what are your karmic lessons? This was a good one. I like this one. Let's see. What are your karmic lessons? Okay, look at that. Psychic development. This is what I'm saying with the Magician energy here. The High Priestess, very psychic energy. Okay, like I said, many of you you hold this, and that's kind of like with this High Priestess. She's showing you the key right here, right? You may even be someone who's meant to, your path may be meant for you to heal your own shadow. Some of you may even be meant to heal others, to help other people heal their shadow. Okay, once you take care of yours, because it is this knowledge and wisdom that you hold as the High Priestess with this psychic development here that is maybe for some of you, you're intuitive healers, right? So the more that you focus on healing your own shadow, codependency, attachments, addictions, things like that. Some of you may have had cycles where you've gone through addictions this lifetime, previous lifetime issues, right? Toxic, finding yourself in toxic relationships, toxic family situations over and over and over again. Spirit is saying, how many times are we going to do this? Basically, right? With the High Priestess. Okay. This is Spirit saying, you hold the key here, right? Look at her, how she's holding that. You hold the key. You hold the wisdom, the knowledge because of your power. Don't misuse it, right? Keep yourself strong. Keep it balanced. Keep the ego in check. And find that power within yourself to remember, of course, yes, who you are as a person. But yeah, I'm getting this as you being meant to be someone who is helping other people. Maybe even teaching other teaching other people to heal their shadow, right? It could be that you notice that you find yourself in these situations. Why? Because maybe you are this High Priestess in this lifetime and you're meant to acquire all of this. You're meant to study. You're meant to learn. You're meant to absorb and take all of this information in, right? Maybe some of you may find yourself in these situations over and over and over again with the devil, right? Whether it's toxic people, toxic situation, and it's kind of like these are these tests that coming in over and over again for you, right? Because you are the healer here. You are Temperance. Okay? So yeah, psychic development, stepping into your power, I feel like. Okay? Because it could be that your shadow is something that you also struggle with, right? Something that because this is what this is saying here, your shadow may have thrown you off your path, right? Your path is to be the High Priestess, is to be Temperance, is to be the healer, is to be the manifester, right? But in a way without the influence of the devil energy. Okay? So let's see. What are your karmic lessons? Pile number 1. We have Great and Full, and we also have Smoke and Mirrors. Okay? So to me, that Smoke and Mirrors is the illusion, right? The illusion. So let's see really quickly what these say. We've got number 4 here. And it says, the mindful practice of gratitude, knowing that you are enough, committing to your intentions, a sense of sufficiency, letting go of attachment to form. Okay, we've got attachments here with the devil. And it says, before you can begin to understand the process of manifesting your desires, you need to practice deep gratitude and the willingness to share that with others. What was I saying, you guys? Okay, about this poor lady here, right? Like I said, you could have had it in the past life, but mishandled it, right? Maybe because your shadow, you were like, woo, let's spend all this money. Let's take care of, all of these luxuries in life, all these things that I want, right? It says, this is the true nature of prosperity. It's not about the things that you accumulate at all. It's about how you feel. You're invited to surrender to an important truth. There is always enough for you. There is enough time to do the things you need and desire to do, enough opportunities to express your talents and connect to your purpose, and enough magic circulating through the invisible world into the visible. Okay, so yes, definitely gratitude, manifestation we've got here. Let's look at, so that can even be like if some of you, like I said, have the desire for more, right? Because that's what the devil does. I want more, right? More abundance, more love, turning into attachment, obsession, codependencies, addictions, right? Like this guy here, the greedy guy with the 9 cups here, right? Look at everything that I have, okay? And then we've got smoke and mirrors. And to me, that is illusion right there. Let's see, 42. Okay, so it says, we're actually built to view the world inaccurately. It says, our 5 senses tell us we are separate from one another. We're conditioned to see time as linear. This creates a consciousness of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is. Although we know deep down there is more, we are suspicious of it. Our fear of death results from this kind of perception. It says the entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors, and our job is to discover that truth that lies beyond this illusion. Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known. At the atomic level, we are blinking lights and empty space. Consciousness is fundamental. Time can be bent, and we are eternal. Ask yourself if what you see is really just what you're looking for. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul and call for a vision, feeling, an awareness of true and authentic? Every day, remind yourself that you are intrinsically connected to all life. The universe needs you to learn about it. You have within you extraordinary magic with which to co-create life beyond your wildest expectations. So again, it's you recognizing your power, but not misusing it, right? Not misusing it, not feeling that you have to keep having more. You're tempering these energies. You have the power to create, the power to manifest. It's like Spirit's saying, but do it in a place of balance, right? Not a place of greed. The King of Cups energy here too, for me, is about emotional maturity, emotional stability. It's also, the King of Cups is also very compassionate, loving, gentle, kind, calm, right? Balanced energy that also comes with temperance. So it can also be about you bringing your own feelings, your own emotions into balance, right? Especially for those of you that have struggled with anxiety, depression, mood swings, you're kind of feeling a lot of blocked, repressed feelings and emotions. It's healing all of that. Okay, healing all of that with this energy. So let's get our last message for you, pile number 1. What are your karmic lessons? Willpower. Okay, why? To break free from the devil. It says improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. Okay, so because like I said, the devil can create illusions of fears, doubts, worries, self-limiting beliefs, right? That are taking you off your path, away from your power, your ability, right? So we got willpower energy in here, which is the willpower to kind of break free from illusion, right? From temptations, from toxicity, from attachment, codependency, addictions, anything that's kind of throwing you off, because this is really Spirit saying here, it's all about this path. You remembering who you are. You're the high priestess. Okay? Psychic development is, and these things can, of course, throw you off, block you, right? Off your path. Whatever's bright and shiny, right? With this 7 of Cups, things that look good, things that create illusion in your life that are throwing you off of your path. Okay? So this is, for many of you with the psychic development here, it's really for you to kind of take a look at your own ego, at your own shadow. How is that instilling within you fears, doubts, illusions surrounding love, abundance, or anything else that you're working towards manifesting in your life that is creating blockages within your third eye, within you becoming and stepping into your power here as temperance, as the high priestess. Okay, this is Spirit wanting you to see clearly here as this Queen of Swords, right? Seeing through the truth, seeing clearly, to be able to take decisive action for you along your path, to be able to free yourself from that karmic cycle that you've been stuck in. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 1. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So for those of you that resonated with card number 41, the unknown, okay? So we're looking at what are your karmic lessons that you're meant to learn within this lifetime. And and I think I already talked about in the intro about how karma works. Those of you that believe in past lives, karma could be, you know, something that is ancestral, generational, or even things that you've experienced in your past lives that you're meant to clear, right? Certain cycles that you've been stuck in. So card number 41 says, I bow to the infinite intelligence of the cosmos and my next steps are revealed. So what this card is, a lot of this energy is giving to me is that it almost makes me feel like you guys are learning to trust. A need for learning to trust in the uncertainty, in the unknown, and continue to kind of draw upon your own intuition to help to lead you on your path, and not feeling like you need to have all the answers, your whole path figured out, but you just trust in the way that spirit is kind of leading you and guiding you. So we'll kind of see how that is kind of playing into your reading. I'm going to look at this really quick. Okay, so this says, when I find myself at a crossroads where something old has come to an end and the new is yet to be formed, I am gentle and patient with myself as I release the old, right? So for some of you, it can even be about trusting when spirit removes something out of your life, that you are willingly releasing, surrendering, letting it go, learning to let go, and being patient with yourself as you kind of figure out what the next step is along your path. Okay? It says, I trust that the universe is creating the space for the new to enter my life. In its own perfect timing, I keep my heart open and embrace the mystery, knowing I can't hurry this process, right? Sometimes when I don't know when, don't know how, don't quite know what or with whom, something magical happens. I open myself to the alchemy of my soul's growth. I enter a change portal in my soul's journey that calls me to bow to a design and intelligence infinitely greater than my own. Living in this place of don't know calls for courage, patience, curiosity, and trust. I reach out for support from those that love me. I open my heart to the loving guidance of the divine. Okay, so to me, yes, this is a lot about trust, about you trusting in your path, about trusting in your intuition, about trusting the process of these cycles, right? So we'll see what comes up through here. But basically, if it's kind of telling me that if there's something that's coming to an end in your life, right? Something with this that having to do with these karmic lessons, karmic cycle that you've been in, that instead of allowing that cycle to end, some of you might be trying to hold on for dear life to whatever that situation or that person is. Instead of trusting that this is removed off your path for a reason, you try to cling on to it. You try to hold on to it, right? Because you don't know when the next thing's going to happen, or the timing of this, the timing of that, okay? So to me, yeah, that says a lot about trust. Let's see, pile number 2. What are your karmic lessons? Let's see, pile 2. What are pile 2's karmic lessons? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. That is our karmic cycle right there. So this is Spirit saying, you've done this. Okay? You've been kind of stuck in this cycle, right? The Wheel of Fortune can also talk about fate and destiny, right? This is Spirit trying to align us with our destiny, but instead of following what that path is and trusting it, some of you could be kind of keeping yourself stuck in the same karmic cycle and maybe even refusing in a way to kind of let go, right? To align, because the Wheel of Fortune is about going with the flow of life, knowing that yes, with the Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be cycles. We're going to have fluctuations. We're going to have many changes that we go through in life, and how well we can release certain things, right? And just kind of go with the flow with whatever way the universe is kind of leading us to, is about us learning to trust. Okay, so let's see here. What are your karmic lessons, pile 2? We have the Page of Swords. Okay, so yes, definitely lessons here. Okay, the Page of Swords is really meant for you as your lesson to learn. What are you learning from these karmic cycles? Okay, the Page of Swords is kind of like the energy of a student. It's taking in knowledge, learning. For some of you with the Page of Swords energy here, it can be also learning lessons in how to express yourself. Okay, I'm seeing maybe even a lot of throat chakra energy here. Speaking up, finding your voice. Okay, finding your voice. Let's see what else here. What are your karmic lessons? The Six of Swords. Look at that. Moving on. Okay. Six of Swords is the rites of passage. It is a card of transition in our life, right? We go with the flow. We remove ourselves from situations, people, connections, relationships, friendships, whatever they are, that are creating challenges, that are creating conflict, that are creating any difficult energies that Spirit is trying to help us to see that we need to remove ourselves from that situation, right? The Six of Swords is about letting those things go, moving beyond them. And that can even be your own thoughts, right? The way that you're thinking, the way that you're with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords, like I said, is a student. You're still learning. There's still something that you're learning here. And it could be the way that you're thinking is something that needs to change. It can be the way that you're expressing yourself to others, right? Could be a cycle that you need to heal too, okay? Because the Page of Swords can be an immaturity surrounding, or maybe even the lack of expression, being able to find the words to express yourself, okay? So let's see what else is here. Pile 2, what are your karmic lessons? Eight of Wands, okay. Which could be some type of action, taking action here. Knight of Swords, okay. Ace of Pentacles. What is Pile 2's karmic lessons? The Queen of Pentacles. Stability. Stability, security, look at that. We've got Justice here, which is righting past wrongs. Justice is karmic energy, okay? Karma. Let's see. It's about your choices, your decisions. It's, ooh, okay. We've got the Two of Cups here. Some of you, I feel like it is a situation revolving around love, relationships, connections. It could be partnerships, romantic partnerships. It can even be friendships, okay? Karmic relationships, karmic friendships. And yeah, I feel like looking at the Queen of Pentacles here and the Ace of Pentacles, that there are certain relationships that you are meant to move on from to help you to align, I feel like, with a partner that you're truly meant to be with. Okay? And instead of doing so, you're keeping yourself stuck in situations long after they are truly meant for you, or you're trying to hold on to them. Okay? What are your, so it's definitely, I feel like, lessons in love, lessons of the heart that you're going through here. Karmic. Nine of Wands. Yeah, so this is something that definitely creates wounds, challenges within your life. So I do want to clarify a little bit of this energy. I want to get a little bit more details for you guys. Specifically, this Wheel of Fortune, Justice. What else do we have here as the major arcana? Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Okay. So your karmic lesson here with Justice and the Wheel of Fortune, these are the major arcanas, 2 of them that you have in your reading. These are going to be the major things here, okay? The major focal points. So the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, is about fate, destiny, karma. It is about the cycles of life and our ability to go with the flow of the way that the universe is trying to help us, okay? Justice is about soul contracts that we could have, contracts with other people, And I feel like it is surrounding karmic relationships, karmic connections that you can have, particularly romantic relationships for some of you. Okay? And you'll know if they are situations that create a lot of wounds, right? A lot of wounding. You could even be aligning with people who have very poor communication skills, people who lack I feel like the maturity level to be able to really truly express themselves, articulate themselves. And sometimes those connections can be ones that we're really meant to learn a specific lesson with and move on, right? Justice card is about balance. It's about restoring order, balance, decisions, choices. It's about weighing our options. It's about weighing between what our logical mind is saying about these connections versus what our heart is telling us. Sometimes our heart can be something that clouds our judgment at times, not all the time, but sometimes, right? Especially when we're feeling very emotional about something, and there's a lot of feelings and emotions, and sometimes that can be something that clouds, right? The judgment that we have, right? Especially if we're in situations with people where we're blinded, right? There's some truth that we're not facing here. Justice is about truth. It's about honesty. It's about loyalty. It's about fairness. It's about balance. So if you are in friendships, relationships, partnerships with people, that can even be a business thing, right? A business partnership, a job situation that is not balanced, right? That is not in alignment with you. Something that is one-sided, right? This is going to be a need for you to let that go and really focus on stability, security, new opportunities, and take action towards removing yourself out of those cycles. Okay? So let's see, what else? Yes, I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. I might do that Two of Cups too. But yeah, I'm feeling with the Nine of Wands energy here, this is Spirit saying that, and I'm seeing this right next to the Two of Cups. Okay? Two of Cups is about restoring harmony also within the self. Right? Harmony within the self, balance. The Nine of Wands being wounds. Feeling, you know, you've put a lot of effort, a lot of hard work into something, and sometimes this can leave you feeling very drained, right? Tired, especially with those difficult relationship situations. So let's see, why is the Wheel of Fortune here for pile 2? Look at that, the Tower. Okay? The Tower is a wake-up call. It's an epiphany. It's a realization. It's Spirit trying to get our attention and try to shake us up to release something, to change something. Okay? The Tower energy can come in as something very unexpected and that creates destruction, chaos, turmoil, flips our world upside down. Right? Let's get a little bit more. Yep, look at that. I just saw the Four of Pentacles. This is Spirit saying there's something that you were trying to hold on to, right? The Four of Pentacles is clinginess, attachment, fear of loss, right? So there's something here that you are holding on to, and I have a good feeling it is a relationship, a connection to someone, okay? That you are holding on to someone here, and your lesson here is to recognize whether or not this relationship, this commitment, whatever commitment that is to another person, to a friendship, whatever it is in your life, is that and does that commitment serve your highest good? Okay? Does it serve your highest good? If not, why are we holding on to it? The Tower energy is trying to get you to release that which you are clinging onto. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles, right? If the Wheel of Fortune is saying happening, right? The Wheel of Fortune is our life cycles over and over. We go through good times, we go through bad times. It's the cycles that we go through every single day. If the Tower comes in, this is giving us that indication that there's something we need to release, right? The Tower is something that comes in by divine intervention to get us away from something that we're not in alignment with, that is not meant for us, something that we've been trying to build, maybe that has not been built on solid ground, right? But here we are with our Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to it, right? Spirit's trying to remove it. We're not wanting to release it, okay? So justice is about making the right decision, because justice is about karma, remember? Karma is, you can either have positive, right, good karma, negative karma, depending upon your choices, your decisions. Those of you that are having in relationships, commitments, things of that nature, right? Or anything that is not good for you, a friendship even, family situation, that is creating more wounds, more difficulties, more challenges for you, more turmoil, more chaos in your life that Spirit is wanting you to move away from. And you make the decision to hold on to it, right? With your Four of Pentacles, you're holding on to this friendship, this toxic, whatever it is, right? Karmic. You're holding on to it, and you make the decision to do that. The negative consequences for you are that it could further continue to cause chaotic energy in your life, wounds that completely take it out of you, right? That drain you, that deplete you of your energy with this person, right? Those being the negative, because we're willingly knowing with the Tower, Spirit has tried to remove it, right? Things have happened that have created issues with us, with this person, with this friend. And we're trying to hold on to it anyway, right? That Tower energy only gets worse, right? Spirit's like, wow, this person did not see, this person did not learn, this person did not make the decision that was for their highest good. So what happens? The universe throws in another Tower, right? Helping you to try to see, let go, release, right? Because I promise you that if you let this go, we've got something else for you, something better, something that provides stability, something that provides security for you, right? Let's just say it's a job and you let go of this toxic job because it's not good and you know it's not good for you. What is the reward if you make the choice that is to serve your highest good? The Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. For a job, this would be a secure, financially stable, secure career, job, new opportunity. Let this old job go. Open yourself up to the new one. Relationship, same thing. Let this person go. Stop trying to hold on to what we're trying to remove out of your life, right? We have someone who wants stable, secure, committed, nurturing relationship for something new. Trust. That's what this is about, right? Being patient with the in-between, because yes, after the Tower moment happens, you have to wait till the dust settles, right? To see, because now after the Tower happens, that's basically you rebuilding, right? Into a better, stronger version of self, the Queen of Pentacles, right? So take that how it resonates, whatever this Two of Cups is symbolic for you, right? If it's a friendship, it's a family situation, if it's a romantic relationship from your past, even if, let's just say, you're someone who had a toxic relationship and you let that person go already, but you're dating and you notice you keep dating the same person over and over and over again. That's the karmic cycle, right? What are those first indications of that friendship or that relationship that you're noticing? This is eerily similar to what I've just experienced. When do you have that wake-up call to say, release, let go, right? Take decisive action here with the Knight of Swords to move on from it with that Six of Swords. Okay, I'm going to put this back. We're going to see what else is coming out here. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here? Five of Cups, okay? So it's this destructive energy here that ends up in you feeling pain, loss, grief, regret, guilt, any of those heavy emotions, right? Depression, sadness, okay? Because the universe has removed this out of your life, okay? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Temperance. Okay? So you're meant to heal. When Spirit comes in and steps into our life to try to remove us from this cycle that has caused us so much grief, so much pain, we're meant to heal it with temperance. We're meant to regain balance within ourselves. Okay? Why is the Two of Cups here? High Priestess in reverse. Okay? So this is basically saying there is an energy here. Okay? Two of Cups. A lack of maybe a balance of harmony within a relationship that is karmic. Okay? High Priestess in reverse is clouded judgment. It is a blocked intuition. This is Spirit saying that when it comes to this person, this friendship, this job, whatever this is, you're not seeing it clearly. Okay? You're not seeing it clearly. I feel like Spirit's saying your intuition is telling you, right? Your intuition is telling you, it's giving you the warning, but you're ignoring it. Okay? Why is the Two of Cups here? Page of Pentacles, right? Is really Spirit wanting you, maybe even to see for some of you with the Page of Pentacles energy here, that you could have this Queen of Pentacles. What are you settling for? The Page, right? For some of you, it can be a person who's giving you the bare minimum. A person who is not putting forth the same amount of effort as it is that you're really looking for. You could be someone who's nurturing, right? A friendship, relationship, a job, putting everything into that. What are you getting in return? Right? It's a need for planting the seed for something new, trusting the process. When we remove something, we've got something better. There's a reason we're removing this off of your path. We have something better. Okay? Why is Justice here? Right? And I know, look at this. 8 of Cups in reverse. Look at that. 8 of Cups in reverse is when we are walking away. We're detaching. We're letting go. But this is Spirit saying the karmic cycle that you are stuck in, the lesson that you're meant to learn is to walk away for good from whatever that is. Whatever this is. Job, family situation, relationship, career path change, whatever that means for you. When we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, this means basically we're saying, okay, I'm going to let go. I'm going to move on. I'm going to do something different. And then we turn right back around and we head right back into it, right? This can even be for some of you that allow a toxic friend, right, to push them out of your life and then you let them right back in. Relationship, same thing. You know, this person hurt me. This person treated me like this. This person treated me like that. But guess what? You let them back in. You go right back to it. Okay? So the 8 of Cups is a need for detachment. It's a need for withdrawal. It's a need for letting go. These 8 Cups here are basically Spirit telling you here, they are no longer bringing you the fulfillment that you are looking for. Why are you holding on to them? Right? Some of you, I know, and I'm not trying to be mean, but you know, I've seen comments before down in the comments where people have said, especially on my other channel where I do primarily love readings, where a person has said, I'm in a relationship that I don't want to be in. I'm in a friendship that I don't want to be in anymore. But I want to know if this person likes me or if this person wants to be with me before I leave this relationship, before I leave this friendship. You already know that you're not fulfilled. Why are you holding on? Right? That's what this card is also talking about, is because we fear letting that thing go, right? We want to know all the answers. We want to know when this person's going to come in, when I'm going to have this job, when is it going to be this, when is it going to be that. We feel like we want all the answers. And this more so is about you trusting that if you walk away with this 8 of Cups, the universe is going to provide something better. The timing of which is Spirit saying here will happen in divine timing. So for some of you, it's holding on to something because you fear loss. You fear, oh, it's not being replaced with something just yet. I don't want to leave this friendship. I don't want to leave this job because I can understand with the job. you know, because we have to make money, we have to live. But those of you where this is like a friendship or even a romantic partnership where you don't want to leave because you want to make sure that you're going to be in another relationship first, that you're going to find another relationship first, you know, or the person that you're interested in, you want to know that this person is going to be with you before you leave the relationship that you can't stand already, you know? So it's this energy here of the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Justice card, where you feel afraid to walk away and let go and focus on self, okay? And trust that the universe is going to bring in a tangible, beautiful opportunity for you, right? It is about trusting that process of letting go of that friendship, of that relationship, of that job, right? If you have the means to, especially with a job, if you have the means to switch from one toxic workplace to the next or not a new toxic workplace, but a better workplace. Okay? So this is the issue here. The lesson of learning when to walk away, learning when to let go, no matter what that is symbolic for you of, right? A family situation, a friendship, a romantic partnership, a job you hate, right? Whatever that is for you. This is Spirit saying, learn to let go, because you're doing this kind of circle of, you know, I'm going to walk away, I'm going to do it, I'm letting this go, and then we revert right back into that situation. Okay, so let's get one more for Justice, and then we're going to move on to our Oracle cards. Why is Justice here? The Devil, okay? The Devil with Justice. This is toxic. This is karmic. I'm seeing the Four of Wands under the deck. This is, for many of you that chose this pile, even though this is not my love reading channel, Moon Moth Goddess, it's like this is what Spirit wants to tell you about. Talk about. For many of you, this is toxic relationships, partnerships. The Devil energy can be attachment, obsession, codependency, right? Towards someone. Even for some of you with the Four of Wands here in the Justice card, marriages. Okay? Those of you that are married and you're not happy, right? You got one foot in the door, one foot out the door with the Eight of Cups and feeling like I'm not happy here. I feel restricted. I feel stuck. I'm not happy, right? The Four of Wands is about harmony. It's about balance. Okay? So yes, many of you, it is relationships, partnerships, friendships that are not good for you, that you're keeping yourself stuck in, right? Out of attachment, out of fear, right? Of loss. Okay? So that's what we're seeing here. And it could be a need with the Devil energy. This is a need for freedom. Okay? A need for, because the Devil can create illusions, right? Illusions of love and attachment and codependency and obsessive energy that we have with someone, and we don't want to leave, right? We don't want to leave that situation, even though we know that it's probably something that is for our highest good. And when Spirit tries to step in to say, let this go, let's heal, I've got something better. It's like there's this fear that comes over some of you about letting things go, right? Whatever that is symbolic for you. Some of you, like I said, friendships, toxic family situations, friendships, jobs, okay? So it's learning to trust the in-between, basically, right? As you let go and something is being released, that you trust that the next thing, right? We don't have to know exactly when it's coming, how it's happening, when it's going to show up. It's trusting and knowing that it is. The universe has something better. It's okay to let go. Free yourself with the Devil energy, okay? Because the Devil is restrictive. It's manipulative. It is something that holds us back, right? Our own fears that keep us stuck there. So what are pile number 2's karmic lessons? Right? And if you're dealing with someone, a friend, a partner who has a toxic pattern of behavior, it's also letting go of that person, right? Okay, so we have play here, and that is with the heart chakra. And Yeah, I'm noticing this is number 20 here, which is the Judgment card, which is going to be about lessons, right? What did you learn? What have you learned from these cycles with people like this in your life? Okay? So that you can release those energies, heal the heart chakra, right? And open yourself up to me, I don't know, they look like two little sweet soulmate dolphins together. Pile number 2. What are your karmic lessons here, right? Enjoying life, having fun, feeling fulfilled. That is too many. Okay, so we've got one here. It says, make a change. And it says, welcome change into your life. And that's what that tower is. Change, release. Okay, change and release. Not being afraid of it, not being scared, right? Afraid of change, afraid from Spirit kind of coming in and trying to get you to see things, right? Okay, so we have in perfect harmony. And let's see what this one has here. That is number 11. It says togetherness, healthy and harmonious partnerships, commitment to a relationship, collaboration with others, and interdependence, right? Not codependency with the devil. Okay, so perfect harmony and relationships that we're seeing here, right? Open, loving, receptive, not toxic, not out of balance with someone, right? Not something that's creating wounds for you, restriction, not allowing you to grow, not being supportive, someone who's giving the bare minimum. Okay, so let's see. It says you're entering a time of healthy, harmonious partnerships. Collaboration is key here as you're invited to explore the potential inherent in making a commitment to another person, a group, or even yourself. Know that you're bringing different gifts to the table. You don't have to be in exact lockstep with everyone else. Bring your authentic self actually brings you into alignment with others. Okay, so being in alignment with you will help you to bring you in alignment with other people. Right? So if you're stuck in a karmic cycle lesson when it comes to relationships, partnerships, of keeping yourself stuck in that, what are you going to attract? More of these situations, right? So when you can find alignment within yourself by being able to break free and learn, what did I learn from these things? Right? And really set out on a journey of discovering yourself, you bring yourself into a much better, more grounded, stable energy through healing and balance. Right? Nurturing yourself. So you're better able to attract someone who is also on that same level. Okay? So it says your beautiful interdependence allows you all to shine. Just keep an eye out for a sign that your subconscious, which has been conditioned by your previous hurt experiences, is working in a way not in accord with what your healthy self intends. For example, you may desire a relationship but expect to be betrayed, so you unconsciously sabotage it. You say you want to lose weight but continue to eat compulsively and avoid exercise. In these moments, you are not attuned with yourself, and this disharmony spills out into all other parts of your life. If this is happening, you might want to take a hard look at yourself, do a self-inventory, forgive yourself, and then start singing a new song of self-love and acceptance. What's really great about this is how quickly you are able to turn this around. Have no fear. It is easy to get back in tune. All it takes is self-honesty and a willingness to heal. You can do it. This really is such a fortunate time, is what Spirit is saying here. Okay? It says you are a note in a harmony that neither overpowers nor is overpowered by any other. Okay, so yes, definitely being in alignment and breaking yourself free. But yes, I'm definitely seeing this as lessons of the heart, lessons in love, lessons in creating balance and harmony and stability in partnerships. And if there's one that you're involved in, right, and it's not giving that to you, know when to walk away, know when to let go, right? And if it is something that's being removed from you, of course, yes, it's going to hurt. You're going to feel pain. Right? But the goal for you here is how well you recover, right, with the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is unpredictable. We don't know what we're going to experience in our life, right? Things can just kind of happen, positive and negative, right? The Five of Cups, if you look at this, there's 3 cups here that are spilled over on the ground, right? And he's feeling sad about those cups that are empty and they've lost them. But what he doesn't see behind him is these other 2 cups that still are full, that there's still opportunity for, right? So it's basically Spirit saying that when you go through these situations that are being removed out of your life, right? Know that there's still hope. Know that there's still hope for you to have something better, something more, and really work towards finding this balance with these 2 cups that you still have left, right? To restore that harmony and that balance within yourself, right? Knowing that it's okay to let go. It's okay to walk away, right? So that you remove yourself from those karmic cycles. You learn the lesson, right? By seeing through this energy here and making the decision to let go, right? Trusting in the uncertainty and the unknown that Spirit is saying, you know, you don't have to know the timing of when something is happening. Trusting that whatever is meant for you is going to align with you for your highest good in the perfect timing that the universe brings it in for you. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, Pile 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So for those of you that resonated with card number 34, True Worth, we're going to talk a little bit about this message before we get into your tarot. Okay? So your card says, my true worth is intrinsic and shines from my inner being like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. Okay, so we're focusing for our pick a card. What are your karmic lessons? Okay, and one of which is Spirit saying here is recognizing what your true worth is. Okay, is to learn that lesson. And it could be that you go through many different situations with friends, with romantic partners, maybe even with family members, right? Who kind of take something away from you. Right? Maybe make you feel like you're not good enough. Something that affects your self-worth, your self-esteem, your confidence in yourself, right? That takes that worth away. People dealing with friendships or even romantic partners who do not see your value, right? Who do not see your worth. So it could be that you feel challenged or even go through these lessons in life where you're being tested, right? Are you strong enough to be able to let something go or walk away from something where a person does not recognize that within you? Do you know that within yourself? Do you feel you know, or do you feel what your worth is? Do you know what it is, right? So we're going to look at this a little bit more. And it says, my true worth is like an exquisite jewel that resides at the center of my heart. Its essence is compassion and love. As I hold my hands over my heart, I am reminded of this essence. I know my worth is not dependent on who I think I am, who I should be, what I do or have. It is not dependent on what others think of me. It is unaffected by the ups and downs of everyday life. It is beyond success or failure. My worth simply is. It is an essential part of my being that I was born with. It is my inner light and life force. No one can define my worth. My worth is beyond measurement, beyond question, beyond doubt. If there is an old belief inside of me that says I am unworthy, I release it now and let it go. Okay? So beautiful message. We're going to see how that kind of is playing into your reading here. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the lessons that you might have may be centered around people kind of testing you, right? Friends, family members that can even say certain things to you, right? That make you doubt what your worth is, okay? Or even romantic partners, like I said. So let's see, pile number 3. What are your karmic lessons? Pile 3. What are your karmic lessons? Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands. What are pile three's karmic lessons? Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. So this Queen of Cups energy here is a lot of heart energy, compassion, empathy, love, emotional stability, okay? Intuition, creativity. Passion is another thing that I'm seeing here. Desire, exploring, discovery. We also have the Three of Wands here. What are your karmic lessons, pile three? The World. Okay. So one of which with the World energy here is going to be about closing out this cycle. A lesson to close this cycle out, right? And this can be loving yourself, okay? Especially if your card here is about true worth. It's about you recognizing you as yourself, learning to love yourself, okay? Unconditional love with the Queen of Cups. Holding also compassion for yourself, right? Especially if you've gone through some really challenging situations. I'm noticing that in this True Worth card, there is this little, I don't know if it's like a little diamond or something like that here, but it's right over her throat chakra, right? So for some of you, it can be forms of expression, okay? You're needing to express, I feel like, your voice, find your voice also, okay? Let's see what else. What are your karmic lessons, pile three? The Tower. Okay. The Tower. Some of you may have experienced spiritual awakenings, okay, that chose this pile. The Moon in reverse. The Tower can bring in epiphanies, realizations, shakeups into our life, helping us to see things, right? The Tower is also an energy of release, letting things go, right? Whatever that release is. It could be fears, insecurities, repressed feelings and emotions, deceptive type of energy, illusion that you hold on to. Right? Certain fears that you have. And bringing those things to the surface for you to be able to release and let go of so that you can embody this energy of the Queen of Cups. What are your karmic lessons? I feel like also trusting your intuition, right? With people, situations, seeing through deception, seeing through illusion. We have the Knight of Wands here. So a lot of this to me too is about you being able to, because you see your worth, you know your worth, right? We have Justice here. And I love how Justice has come up in every single pile, I feel like, which is awesome because we're doing a karmic lessons reading today and the Justice card is about karma, okay? It's about balance and restoring order. And you have Justice and the World here. Your two major cycles or two major arcanas, actually four you have. You have the World, Justice, the Moon in reverse, and the Tower. Okay? Now, Justice in the World is basically saying that your karmic lesson in this lifetime is to bring this karmic cycle to an end. And maybe if you have been someone who hasn't loved yourself in past lives, right? Hasn't truly kind of stepped into your power, then this is Spirit saying you're meant to, in this lifetime, to bring this cycle to an end. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to step into your power here as the Queen of Cups, right? And for some of you, that Tower energy can be, you know, kind of like a huge wake-up call, right? A rude awakening, sometimes with destruction of certain things that are kind of falling apart in our life that are, and I feel like a lot of this is the false sense of self, especially with the True Worth here, right? Certain things that are being revealed to you, right? With the Moon energy here, the Moon can, like I said, be a very deceptive energy. It can bring in a lot of clouded judgment, a lot of illusion, right? And that could be surrounding many different things that are kind of happening within our life. But with the Moon card being in reverse, it's like finally being able to, you know, uncover maybe fears, maybe insecurities, okay? The Moon is also reflective of our subconscious mind, right? So if there's any subconscious stuff going on with you that is blocking out you from seeing your worth and your value as a person, right? Or if you're in situations, like I said, with friends, family members, romantic partners that are not seeing you, right? The Six of Wands is about recognition, right? And that recognition, first and foremost, has to come within yourself, right? Do you recognize what your worth is? How can you expect another person to see your worth if you don't even know what it is, right? This is a whole beautiful vibration right here with that Queen of Cups and true worth, right? Both of which know their worthiness to unconditional love, to care, to kindness, to compassion, to empathy, to nurturing, right? And sometimes we don't, we have situations where we are this person, right? And we try to be that way towards other people, but they return back a lot of not so great energy towards us, right? That affects us. That affects our worth in our head, right? We feel like I'm not good enough. This person doesn't think I'm a good friend. This person doesn't think I'm a good partner. This person doesn't like me. It happens with all of this moon energy where we develop all of those irrational fears, insecurities, anxiety, confusion, right? Not being able to see situations clearly. It throws us off, right? So you're meant to clear this karmic energy here, okay? This lesson of also making the right decisions for yourself, whatever situations you're in, because justice is about making the choice that is for your highest good. Sometimes decisions that we make can put us into some not so great situations, negative consequences, right, that we have to deal with. Okay? So yes, justice is about making decisions and choices that serve your highest good. If that means leaving a job, if that means getting out of a relationship or ending a friendship that is not good for you, whatever you feel is going to be reflective of you knowing your worth, right? And sometimes that is that destruction of the old self, of the old ways of thinking. So we're definitely going to clarify these major arcana here, because I do want to get into more of the major focuses, major details of what Spirit is saying here as far as your karmic lesson. And like I said, it does involve the major arcana, justice, the world, the moon energy in reverse, and also the tower, okay? The moon energy can also bring in lots of fear of the unknown, nightmares, confusion, not knowing where to turn for clarity, right? So I want to clarify. Let's actually get another deck here. Okay, so let's first off see why this tower is here. The Seven of Cups, okay, which is illusion. Illusion, which is also what the moon energy brings in. So it's the breaking down with the tower, the breaking down of illusion. If that illusion is something that is happening within you, if it's living in your head, living in a fantasy, living in illusion, living in delusion sometimes, if we let it go too far, right? I like to think of the moon in reverse as like this descent into madness, where we're just kind of so confused that we're not seeing reality clearly, right? And sometimes if we are and find ourselves in situations where someone is not, they're obviously not seeing what our worth is, right? A friendship, a family member taking advantage, or whatever the situation is, right? The Seven of Cups is helping you to break you out of that illusion. Okay, let's see what else. Why is the Tower here? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, and we also have the King of Pentacles. Okay. So what is also happening here is the Five of Pentacles. The Tower is helping to break you out of a scarcity mindset, lack mentality for some of you. Okay? Especially with the true worth here. And if you are someone who's very talented, which I feel like you are, we've got the Knight of Wands energy here, the Page of Wands, both of which are very passionate energies, very creative. Okay? And with the Page of Wands energy here, this is Spirit wanting you to focus on your passions. It's about exploring, it's about discovering, and being able to pursue those things, right? So if you are someone who, let's just say you have a job and that job is not paying you your worth. This job is not recognizing you. This job is not celebrating your achievements, your success. This is for you to pat yourself on the back, right? Yes, I did a good job. I, was able to do all of this stuff at work. We may not necessarily have a boss or a manager that's going to acknowledge us for that. So this true worth is not just your worthiness to love. It's also with abundance. It's also with success. It's also with whatever it is that you commit your energy to, right? And for many of you with the King of Pentacles energy here, it's about your stability, your long-term security, right? Wanting abundance, wanting a stable future for yourself. And sometimes with the Judgment or the Justice card here, if you're making a choice, let's just say to not go for a job because of the fear of not having enough money, right? Let's just say you want to change careers completely, and this Five of Pentacles is weighing heavily on your mind because you're feeling like, you know what, financially, I'm never going to be able to do it, right? This is the Tower energy is breaking down that Five of Pentacles energy, the lack, the scarcity type of mindset. Some of you with the Five of Pentacles, it can even represent abandonment, fear of abandonment, fear of loss, fear of, or feelings of emptiness, of void, of not being able to feel safe or secure, right? In connections, in jobs, stability within your life. Okay. So yeah, we've got this Tower energy that's breaking this stuff down. Okay. That's helping you to shake those things away, right? Because like I said, the Five of Pentacles can make us miss out on opportunities, right? And the Three of Wands here is sometimes for some of you, the Three of Wands could be you're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for it to just show up instead of going out there to go get it, right? The Three of Wands can sometimes be when we're waiting for our ships to come in, but sometimes there is action that is required on our part, which I'm seeing here with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, is to pursue, to go after, to discover, to start something new, right? The Six of Wands is about celebrating your victories, your successes, no matter how big, how small, right? If someone is saying, oh, you did this, you went and you took this test, or you went and got that job, right? Like this is saying here, this card is saying, it's not about what other people feel your worth is, right? And sometimes we might find ourselves in those situations where we do the best that we can and we have a boss that doesn't even recognize it, right? Same thing with a relationship. If a person is not treating you, right, or seeing you, or you're feeling like you're not being paid your worth, right? You set the bar. No one else does. It's what you feel within yourself, what you know within yourself to be true. Okay? So for some of you, yeah, it is a need for releasing and letting go, clearing this karmic cycle here. Okay? So let's see. Why is Justice here? Why is Justice here? The Empress. I love it. Look at that. That's feminine energy right there. That is creativity. That is manifestation. That is a birthing of something new, ideas, creativity. It's abundance. It's manifestation. It is nurturing. It is unconditional love. It is feeling beautiful. It is feeling amazing. It is self-love. It is self-care. It is beautiful embodiment of feminine energy. Okay? Beautiful. I love it. Let's see. What else? Why is the Justice card here? Some of you, may not be for all of you, but some of you I'm getting, because we have Justice and the Empress, may even have a situation with a mother. A mother. Okay? I'm getting abandonment here. Lack. Some of you could have been raised by a mother who maybe wasn't so nurturing, wasn't so loving. Poverty, scarcity, neglect, abandonment, emotional neglect. Okay? So you may find yourself in that situation of, Some of you in a karmic situation with a mother figure. Okay. Feminine energy, your own feminine energy, right? Where this kind of, this almost kind of feels for some of you like very generational. Okay. Yeah, some of you I'm seeing that having to do with a mother. Your mother, grandmother, family line. And this is something that's also affected you. Okay. Which makes me sad. I'm feeling kind of emotional right now about it. Yeah, it's giving me like chills. So that is a thing that Spirit is saying here for some of you that are in that situation, right? You could have had a mother figure that created a lot of insecurities within you. Okay, a lot of insecurities, a lot of, because the Empress is also a representation of like body positivity, right? So that could have been something that really affected you mentally, right? Like I said, with the throat chakra here, it could have been something that you didn't have a voice, or you need to find your voice, right? You're still struggling with it. Being able to express yourself. Yeah, that's a lot. Why is the Justice card here? Ten of Wands. Yep. We've got the Ten of Wands. That is a lot of baggage, okay? A lot of baggage, a lot of stress, a lot of burdens. For some of you, it could even be that a mother or mother figure is like, it's a lot, okay? That's all I can say is the way that I can say it is it's a lot of heaviness that you're feeling surrounding the feminine energy, okay? A lot of heavy energy that you're either holding on to, or this was something that you were subjected to karmically. And it's like the universe is like, this stops here. This stops here. Let's see. Why is the World energy here? Yeah, look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3 females here. It almost makes me feel like for some of you, this is going back like 3 generations surrounding a mother. Feminine energy. Okay? Even if you are a male and you're watching this reading, we all have feminine and masculine energies within this. The tarot doesn't have a gender. The tarot is just speaking about the embodiment of the energies. This is our feminine energy, whether you are, regardless of your gender. Okay? So the feminine aspect is one that is the nurturer, right? Loving, caring, supportive, kind, compassionate, right? And the Ten of Wands energy here is speaking about burdens, heaviness, stress, exhaustion, feeling drained, right? Some of you can even be like you have a mom that's an energy vampire, or that as a result of that you've went through, you've also are carrying this energy. And it is something that is blocking you from you being able to see what your worth is. It could be turning you into the energy vampire, right? Where you're stuck in the mindset of poverty consciousness or confusion, irrational fears, insecurities, not recognizing yourself and your power to be able to break free of this cycle for some of you, okay? So take that how it resonates. Like I said, it is revolving around feminine energy. And for some of you, like I said, to me, it's kind of like going back 3 generations, okay? What is the World energy here? Page of Swords. Okay, so you're really meant to learn here. The Page of Swords. Again, this is tied into the throat chakra. The page is immaturity, or something that we're a novice at. Something we're still learning. Okay. The Page of Swords is about research, lessons, learning, curiosity, a need for being honest with yourself. Okay. And being that, to me, this energy here of the sword is our thinking, our thoughts, communication, right? So some of you, it could even been a situation that affected your ability to communicate, Like maybe like for some of you, you could have had like an overbearing mother figure. Maybe even, what is that? Like just, I'm feeling like just burdensome energy here. Emotionally unavailable, I'm getting for some of you. Emotional neglect. Your voice not being valid, not being heard, not being able to express yourself. And this could have been something that really affected your feminine energy, right? Even if you are, like I said, a male, that can be a fear, right? Of love, feeling overwhelmed with love, not being able to connect with people on an emotional level. Okay. So it could be learning how to be more in tune with the feminine aspect of yourself, regardless of your gender, the feminine energy, nurturing yourself, learning to love yourself, learning to be open and receptive to unconditional love. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of throat chakra energy here too. Finding a voice, using your voice, being able to express yourself, express your heart, express your feelings, but in a way that is mature, that is clear, right? And I feel like for many of you, this could have been even trauma that could have affected you. Okay. Why is the world energy here? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Yeah, to me that's kind of like a need for finding balance, right? To me it's also about a need for letting certain things go. Feeling stuck, maybe with your voice, with being able to talk, to communicate, to express, right? Even if it's that through creative expression, right? Feeling blocked creatively, right? It could be affecting you that way too. Because like I said, the Empress is all about abundance, manifestation, creativity, birthing something new, whether it's an idea and something that you're inspired by, okay? But yeah, to me, this is like maybe even a creative block because she is creation. Okay, so let's see, why is the moon energy here in reverse? And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles also being here, that you are also meant to learn how to stay committed to your goals, to your dreams, to your desires, to your passions. And the Knight of Pentacles is about slow and steady movement. As long as you're moving, as long as you are staying true to what your goals are, to what your desires are. Because this essentially is about you learning that you are the Empress. You are this beautiful energy here. You have the power to create. You have the power to manifest. You are someone who's very intuitive with the Queen of Cups. Very creative. Okay? And with the Queen of Wands energy here, it's like this is also a very powerful energy, right? It's charismatic. It is creative. It is powerful. And it could be a need for you to let go of those fears and find your power, right? Find your power here is really what your lesson is here, is to reclaim, find it, heal it. Heal any type of clouded judgment, energy, confusion. A lot of this, like I said, is with abundance. Poverty consciousness. Lack mentality. Right? Unworthiness to love, unworthiness to abundance, unworthiness to... I just feel like a lot of it to ourself with that worth there. Okay? And this is basically what Spirit is trying to help you to break free from. Is this cycle. Right? This cycle here for some of you that you're stuck in. Yeah, definitely lessons here. Spirit wanting you to find your power as your karmic lesson. Right? You finding out that you are the Empress. That this is possible for you to live a life that is filled with love, with joy, with happiness, with nurturing, with compassion, with empathy. self-love, you know? Okay, so let's go into your oracle messages, pile 3. What are your karmic lessons? Karmic lessons for pile 3. That one just shot right off the table. Okay, so this one says visualization. Visualization. Okay, and this could be maybe even envisioning yourself, right? Success, love, abundance, right? You creating that. Okay, let's see what else. Right? Imagining, living, creating a different timeline, a different story for yourself versus the old. Okay. Transformation. It says, let love transform you forever. Right? So we have the love here, unconditional love with the Empress. We also have the love here with the Queen of Cups. Right? Like I said, for those of you that have had the unfortunate situation of not receiving that love, or that missing, lacking that love for the self, you are essentially, for some of you, healing the heart chakra here, right? And transforming the self. And through that, you take on the embodiment of the Empress, right? Divine Mother, Mother Earth, Gaia, Divine Feminine, right? The feminine energy that's within you. Creation, fertility, growth, like I said, abundance, manifestation. You're in your power, right? And this 10 of Wands can be symbolic of many things that you may be holding on to from your past. Why are you still holding on to it? Is basically what Spirit's saying. Let it go. Step into the embodiment of the Empress, okay? So letting love transform you. This is first, like I said, love for yourself. Your worth. Okay, why is this 10 of Wands here? Page of Pentacles. Okay. And 4 of Pentacles. Yes, look at that. Okay, yes. 4 of Pentacles is leading into the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So the 4 of Pentacles is, again, scarcity mindset. We're afraid of loss. The 5 of Pentacles is loss. Right? It is loss. So this 4 of Pentacles can make us afraid to take any risks in life. Right? And to do anything new for some of you. Right? It could be your own self-sabotaging thoughts, insecurities, fears about going to do something new, trying something new, stepping outside of your comfort zone, staying committed to a certain goal that you have. Like I said, this 3 of Wands almost looks like he's standing here waiting and reaching out for something, yearning for it, longing for it. But like I said, there's action that's required, right? It's kind of like if you want change in your life, you have to be that change that you wish to see. Right? Like I said earlier, how can you expect another person to see your worth if you don't even know what it is? Right? So it's about you kind of finding this and learning to love yourself and feeling completely fulfilled, content, independent, self-sufficient, right? Without codependency on another person, right? So to me, it's even this fear that you might have about even doing something new, trying something new, you know, that you just kind of stay afraid of it. So we have transformation here, and it says, let love transform you forever. And then let's get your last message here, pile 3. What are your karmic lessons? Right? Transformation within yourself. Transforming the feminine energy is a lot of what's coming through here. Transforming the feminine. And I'm also seeing, because we do have the King of Pentacles here, which is masculine energy, it can be a need for healing the feminine energy, because we might have a wounded, some of you might have a father abandonment wound here too. Okay? father abandonment as well. And with the King of Pentacles, what was I going to say with that? Oh, yes. Your masculine energy, okay? The masculine energy within us is the action taker. Make it happen, right? The part of us that keeps ourselves disciplined, focused, organized, committed, strategy, planning, right? In order to create, we have to plan. We have to stick to our plan here. So for many of you, it is this Tower energy is helping to give you kind of like this wake-up call, this realization, this epiphany about how you're keeping yourself stuck in an illusion that you cannot manifest, that you cannot create, that you don't have the power to, right? And it could be from not believing in yourself. And that's where this justice energy here, which is the karmic cycle, right, connected into the feminine energy, is needing to be cleared, right? Okay, so let's get this last one, pile 3. What are your karmic lessons? What is pile 3's karmic lessons? All right, so I guess we've got 2 here. We've got waking the lion. Wow, so that is some powerful energy. It's like Spirit is wanting you to kind of wake the lion within yourself. That is your power. That is all some solar plexus energy, confidence. Okay, is really what this is giving to me. And we have the number 19 here, which is actually the Sun card in the tarot, which is also Leo energy. Okay. And then we have the storyteller here. So let's see. Let's look at the waking the lion first. What is that? 19. And the lion, waking the lion, says boldness, the courage to move forward even without knowing the way, facing that which is difficult or painful, and the audacity to step into the unknown. Okay? So it says, regardless of your outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take the risk. Come to the edge of certainty in your life and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or even success and your own power. The act of making this leap, no matter what the final outcome, awakens the lion within. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take this away from you. What type of courage is called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or physical obstacle. So call on your strength and stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions. Do nothing and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. Okay? So really beautiful message there. And then we've also got the storyteller here, which I'm seeing this blank open book here. So some of you, it could even be that there's a very important story, maybe a family, you know, that you're meant to share here. It says, the storyteller says your identity. Okay, so many of your karmic lesson may be able to, maybe meant that you are meant to find your identity. Okay, find out who you are and embody that energy, your true self, your true worth, your authentic self. So it says positive self-definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are, right? Which to me is also, the story that you tell about who you are is also how you act with other people, right? How you treat others, how you talk to others, the impression that you're giving with your own energy. How are you coming off to others, right? Do people feel like they could take advantage of you? Do people treat you with respect? Do they treat you with admiration? Do they treat you with love? Do they recognize you? Or do people have a different vision of you? right? Which is also important here, right? Teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are, which can also be, if you know your worth, you know who you are as a person, and you let people know that because of the way that you speak of yourself, right? Because it's also dependent upon your actions, right? Which says a lot about you, right? The way that you speak about yourself, the way that you speak about other people, we can tell a lot, right? From that energy when we're around someone new or when we're around someone, and we can feel the vibe that they're giving off, okay? So it says, do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you are too self-depreciating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your power so that others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed, or you are too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment. It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior towards you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind, how you think, your conditioning, and past experiences, how you view the world, and what you expect to see in it. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon, the outer world will tell the same story back to you. Okay? So really, really beautiful ending to this pile number 3. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I will see you guys in the next reading.